Yo, welcome back guys. I'm back for another review. This time it's razer88888, 5 times 8. That's a lot of 8s. He asked me if I could look at his monsters and what would be good for arena offense and defense and what to 6 star. And my man razer88888, you are from Germany. How do I know that? Because your comment says Lucian with SCH. And that's not something English people or English language speaking people would use. We in the Netherlands we actually use that as well, that kind of writing. And you said und means and in English. So yeah, I'm guessing that you're German. Pretty sure about it. Okay, you got your. Let's just get into it because it doesn't really matter where you're from. Even if you're from the bottom of the sea, I wouldn't mind giving you a review. Now, okay, Beretta, you got him 6 star, nice. Let's see what you ruined him up with. You ruined him up with speed. Ooh, nice, 6 star there. Okay, pretty decent. Okay, I am gonna watch what monsters you all have, just checking things out, because oh nice, 1000. I don't really like the water ninjas too much, because I don't think the clear water is doing anything really amazing, and his skills are not really that strong, in my opinion. Like, these two skills are good, but the last skill doesn't add much, which means I don't like him too much. But he is good for powering it up with Megan, for example, because you have the leader skill of 30% speed. But again, you have your Beretta. You got her a 6 star, so you would never gonna use your Tsunano for speed leader, basically, because you're gonna always use your Beretta because she's just a better unit. Let me see what else do we got. Something cool. Of course, the wind sylphid. That's good that you got it. You got an Amon. That's really nice. Ooh, you got this unit, the water sylphid. This is actually a really good unit, and I'll tell you why. First skill is like everyone else. Second skill is just an AoE. Oh no, sorry, that's not an AoE. This is actually one of their good skills. Inflicts damage on an enemy with a strong shock and puts the target skill on cooldown. This is super good because you could, like, for example, you face a team with Arnold in it. If you just attack with strong gust on Arnold, he cannot use extort for like what, 8 turns. Then Arnold is just a sitting duck being like doing no damage at all, because the whole reason why Arnold is so good is extort. But this unit can just rape that. So I really like the Sylphid for arena, and this is also really good. Recovers the HP by well, fully recovers, so 100% heal, very strong. Yeah, this is of a target and this is for herself. No, also a target. What's the difference then? Fully recovers target HP, so there's no real difference, right? But she is a really good unit, and definitely a good unit for PvP, but also for PvE. Normally she's ruined with just a lot of HP, because this healing breeze gets, well, actually it doesn't really matter, but she is usually ruined with a lot of HP, and with accuracy for strong gust. Really good unit. So one more thing that I wanted to say, this bounty hunter, actually I got this information from one of the top 100 players that's constantly in the top 100. He was facing Outlander. Outlander is one of the people in this game that has one of the fastest units in the game. He has like the best rune for speed, and he used them on Bernard. He used them on the Wind Griffin, and the problem with the Wind Griffin, the guy said that I got this information from, the Wind Griffin often does does body slam instead of tailwind. And he said that Bernard is not a good monster for defense if you want to increase your speed. And he also said if you want to use a leader, or no, I mean if you want to use a unit that gives you attack gauge buff and speed buff on defense, and you could best go with Roger. This is the Battle Bounty Hunter, because this Roger will always start with ready to ambush. He was always do this skill before anything else, and a lot of the other units are not that reliable. So that's why the Battle Bounty Hunter is pretty interesting for having a speed team on defense. But let me get into the fact that you wanted to know what to 6-star next, right? I'll first talk about arena defense and offense, I think. So we got your Beretta. It's gonna be your main leader. We got Megan in there. Megan needs to work on her speed to be really good, but try to get those substat speeds on all those runes. Here you got 5, that's good. This needs to get at least more than 1, because 1 is pretty shitty, and this needs to get attack speed as well. So try to find a rune for speed as well. If you find a rune that has a 5 or 6-star speed rune, but it's not in the focus set, it doesn't matter. Just put it on there and then just have swift and no focus bonus, because that is having a 6-star rune here or 5-star rune speed rune here is more important than having the focus set. Okay, so we got Beretta and Megan. What would we put more? What for units would we put more in? I personally don't like the water ninja too much. I mean, you got him runed up quite well, but I'll say he's not going to be one of the monsters that you want to have at the end game. He's not the greatest. I think Rogue could be a decent defense unit, but it's not insanely good or anything. Argon. This is a pretty hard hitting wind unit. The only thing that I don't like about this unit is that it's not really the best wind unit you could get. It's a good one, It's a good one. I'm not sure how good he is. I'm not 100% sure about that. So okay, I'm still thinking here. Belladon could be a good defensive monster. Ramagos could be definitely decent. Wind Sulfate, Amon, Water Sulfate. What should I use as my, like, we got Burdette, we got Megan. I would use Belladon on defense as well. And then I would use your Water Ninja just because he's runed up really well and all that. But eventually I would replace him. And then together with your Argon. That's what I would use currently right now on your defense. Later on I would actually go get Amon and go get the Dark Phantom Thief. Because Dark Phantom Thief is a good unit for one-shotting. And I think that's a lot better than the Water Ninja, and the Dark unit doesn't really has any particular type of element that is weak against. Like against lightning his damage is still super high, he only receives more damage from light. So I would definitely level up your Phantom Thief and get him up and running for a one-shot set. What you want to do with him is Rage Blade indeed, and try to get 50% crit, because then he has 100% on his second skill. I would definitely get Amon up, because Amon is just going to be so useful in every situation I could think of. Even in arena he can be very useful. So let me see, we got this is for defense mostly. Beretta, Megan, Belladon, Dark Phantom Thief. That's 4, right? That could work very well. Because their leader will do some heavy damage with his Phoenix Fire. Megan is there to just buff up. Belladon is just to keep you guys alive and hitting. And your Dark Phantom Thief is there to kill with, well, basically one-shotting people. That could be a decent setup. You could also leave Belladon out and replace him with, for example, Aemon, or maybe your Wind Sylphid. That could also be a good choice. But Belladon does bring a dispel to the table together with Megan, so that's pretty decent. But going with the Wind Sylphid brings you with some more surviving, and Aemon is just more heal. It's a bit different. It's a bit difficult to say which of these three units I should take, because they're all pretty decent and all have their different takes. But in the fact that Belladon is up there and level max, I would use him. I would go with Beretta, Megan, Belladon, and then try to get your Dark Phantom Thief up. And wait, how many do I have? 4 then, right? Yeah. So Barrett, Megan, Belladon, and get your Dark Phantom Team up and running. That's what I would do right now on defense. On attack, you could do the same as I said, but on attack you could also go with a little bit more damage in the setup, like Beretta, Megan, Rogue, a Dark Phantom Thief, or Argon, a Dark Phantom Thief, or maybe even Sunsano. But if I would give you advice on what to 6-star next, I would have gone for either Aemon or for Dark Phantom Thief. And the Wind Sylphid is also an option, but I feel like you need some more damage units up there, and I think the Dark Phantom Thief is your best unit for damage right now. He's gonna, if you can create him with some nice runes, get him over like 150 crit damage or higher, and 50 crit, and plus over 1200 attack, he's gonna be doing so much damage to some units, and he will stun the unit you're focusing on as well. So even if he doesn't one shot, you can still control the unit. So that's why I think he's very useful for you. So yeah, I would go for a 6-starring him. Also, a good unit that you could potentially use is the Wind Rashasha. She's actually pretty strong. I have seen her quite a lot as level 40. Sadly, I've never really I never saw her as a big threat, so that's why I wouldn't focus on him too much. And I do think the the Dark Phantom Thief could pose a bigger threat. Your Wind Sylphid is also a possible 6-star because of her skills getting better, but I feel you need more damage, so I would go for the Dark Phantom Thief. Also, this unit definitely really good. Keep this unit up there because you want to have him at 6-star at some point. There's actually a video out of there where this unit Sylphid kills Dragon alone, with like obviously he had a team of 5, but like after the first tower got killed, some of his units died, and then actually all of his units died. The Sylphid lived, and the Sylphid alone killed 1 tower and the dragon. So that's how strong she can be. And that's not because she has great damage, but she just didn't die. She couldn't die because of Healing Breeze. Super good. Yeah. I must say it's not an easy decision to make what you should get up to 6-star, but I know I'll switch. I'll stay with my my choice with the Dark Phantom Thief, but I will tell you which units I would work on and would eventually be using in like arena, but also PvE. So Beretta definitely use. Megan definitely. Rogue, not. I kinda let him fall after some time. I think you could do the same, but he is good enough to keep. But yeah, Wind Vampire is pretty decent. Belladon, Sylph and Neil. Neil can be very useful for PvE use, also for PvP, but more PvE. Ramagos I would definitely keep, wouldn't work on it right now. Dark Phantom Thief, Bearman really good. Wind Rashasa and the Water Sylph are very useful. And yeah, that was it for now. So like Rena and Susanoo and I would say Rogue are not really my favorites on this. I mean, Rena is really strong and is a 6-star and ruined really well and hard to kill and all that, but I wouldn't go for that because I just don't see it being that amazingly good, because on defense she's just that to just not get killed. But if people have some good strategies, she can get killed quite easily. But it's a good defense monster, so she's definitely something you could keep, but I wouldn't work on it. So yeah, that was it. I hope it helped you. Please let me know if I didn't answer some of your questions that you wanted to know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao!